I should have started filming, but I didn't bring the GoPro. I left it in the pickup. I'm gonna try to get some tractors resurrected here for springtime because it's about time to get started planting. And the 1855 is buried down in there, and we need it to hook to our soybean planter. We also need to clean up our mess from when we worked on the 4180 last year, but you know, we'll get to that. No big deal. So 1550 started up. We'll try this one. Uh-oh, we left the battery hooked up. I don't remember if this has a battery drain or not. I don't know that it did, but I never like to trust them. Then I know that they will work all the time. So let's see if this one will have the same results. They need to come out of here anyway, because we got to work on these buildings, and we're going to have to tear down part of this lean-to do it. Oh, what a sweetheart. Now, will you go or will you pop when I let out of the clutch? Oh. Come on. All right. Let's let you sit and run a little bit. Don't mind my mess. Between the wind and the dog and the fact that I'm a slob, there's stuff everywhere. Bags, just, it's ridiculous, is what I'm saying. I have no idea if this one will start. Oh, thanks, birds. That's great. Oh, yeah. We're 3 for 3. That's kind of hard to believe. I don't know that we can wiggle it out of here or not. I don't know. Yep. Come on. Dang. I don't think we'll get it. Just missed him. We'll let you sit and idle. Oh. Should we try a couple more? We're having such good results, I know what's going to happen. This one will run, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I don't even remember how it works. Oh. Good little girl. What a sweetheart. We need to get this out of here sometime too. I tried to use that thing and decided against it. It needs some modification, but we'll get to that at some point. This one, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the one that lets us down today, because I'm thinking that the battery is dead. It ain't just dead. It ain't connected. I don't think. Let's have a look. Oh, failure. We're gonna have to charge this one up. It is dead as can be. I think, unless the safety switch is not hooked up. I don't remember what I did about that. That was a problem at one point in its life, but I think I made a loop. Yeah, it doesn't even click. Okay, well, so much for that. One of them let us down. Oh, how nice. Yeah, I think I accidentally shut the video off, so. Ooh. It's kind of a daunting task when you start looking around and see all the stuff you need to do that you put off that you should have done earlier, like fix the baler. Yeah, that's been sitting outside way too long. Time for these, I think. Oh my, that went much easier than I thought it would. So that's pretty impressive. I did start some during the winter time, but you know how that goes. It doesn't seem to happen as often as you intend it to. So let's close that, or that'll be full of straw as a bird's nest. Yeah, but we managed to get that out. So now we can get started on the task at hand, which will be working on putting the new coulters, or not coulters, but the openers on the soybean planter. So here we go. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. That's Buddy, the dog. And today I want to try to put at least part of these seed openers on this soybean planter. We got the tractors out, as hopefully you saw in those clips that I made on my phone. I had to quit what I was doing a while ago because I had to go get something, which I can show you that now. So I mentioned the other day that I bought out an old feller's part stash that he's probably going to be moving to a smaller house. And so this is the third and final load, which is a load. It is packed with weights, wheel weights, flat weights, stack weights, base weights, all under there, and then a parts bin, which hopefully we will get when we get our building cleaned out and put that red siding on there. That's going to be my parts warehouse for myself. Try to organize everything in one place, because as I've said before, and you've probably noticed in the background of videos, I've got parts stuck everywhere. Every building on this place has all of her parts stuffed in it, where I just needed some place to put them and stuff them in there and not worry about it. But that makes it kind of unhandy when you want to know everything you have. And there's been occasions when I've ordered another thing because it was easier than trying to find the one I knew I had. So anyway, we got this done. He really had to have this out of there so he could move on with his plans, which are, I think, to have a household auction to clean up the stuff that he's got left. But anyway, I've got enough weights, I think, to last my lifetime. I've got a stack in the building, plus all these, so we'll have plenty of projects we can do. I'm kind of pumped about this because this is the first time I've ever acquired, and I'll show you, I guess we can talk about that real quick. 55 series wheel weights, if you did not know, have this notch in them. And it seems to me around here, you see a lot of the other style. There's actually several different styles of the wheel weights and different casting numbers, but the ones with the notches are from the 55 series era, and I've got several sets of those in here, so I'll probably clean up a few sets and hang them on, like the 1855, 1955, 1655 even maybe, because I think we were supposed to have on the build card, or whenever he ordered it on the receipt, I'll have to look that up, but I was thinking it said that there was supposed to be a set of wheel weights on it, and we do not have them. So I don't know if when the tractor got taken in to get overhauled, if they got taken off and not put back, or whatever happened to them. But anyway, we can fix that situation now because we got plenty weights to hold us over. Some people take weights off, especially if they're just hauling them on a trailer to a show, but I like weights on my stuff. It makes the things look more complete, I think. So anyway, we got a monumental task ahead of us unloading this, because I really worked my tail off to get this stuff out of there in a timely fashion, and I'm wore out. I'm gonna let them sit on here a few days, and then we'll do something. Use the 550 and the boom. I've been using that to put parts through the barn door for now, temporarily, till we get our building clean. The biggest thing is I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put this overnight so it doesn't get wet if it rains. So before dark tonight, I'm gonna have to figure that out. But anyway, it is now on this place and safe. So at least we got that much done. So now we'll get back to our task at hand. Okay, so I am not looking forward to this because it's gonna be a chore. But we need to take the bolts out, take this press wheel arm off, take the gauge wheels off, and then we can get in to the seat openers. Would have been a lot handier if we'd have done that last year when we took all that off anyway to replace those scrapers and stuff, but we just didn't have time. So it sounds like now we don't have time because everybody's going, but we're gonna make time. I mean, it's like the second week of April, people. I don't know. Whatever you do is wrong, so if you're making your decision based on others, that's not a thing to do. Just do what you want, because whatever you do, it'll be wrong. So I'm gonna just work on the planner and get stuff going, and then we'll worry about putting it in the ground later, you know, like at the end of April. So that's what we'll do. We'll get started. I gotta get some tools to take that loose, and then we'll see what we get into. Tools? Sure. There we go. Oh. Getting our fat self on the ground, priceless. All right, so this is pretty straightforward to remove all this, but I'm tempted to use the impact, but no. I'm gonna do this by hand so I don't twist anything off, using our ratchet from a viewer, extendable. So we'll try that. All right. Now, if I am not mistaken, based on the stuff I ordered, when we get into the actual seat openers, they have right and left-handed thread bolts, so that as you drive forward, they're tightening and not loosening. Which used to be a big thing on like truck wheels and things, but nowadays you just don't see that as much. Okay. Are we... Oh, there's our little spacer we don't want to lose. I think we replaced all those last year. And I was going to take these cast arms to a machine shop and have them reconfigured, but I never got that done. I really wanted to, well, you'll see when we get this off, I'll explain what my thinking was when and if we get this off. Okay, come on off of here. Come on off of here. Okay. Spring. Sure. Yeah, see, you can see, well, you can't see, but there's a lot of wear on this stuff. Probably a guy should see about getting a new shaft, maybe. But what I was going to do to help, if you look at these arms, they are not made in a way that you can replace a bushing in there. And I was going to take the arms to a machine shop and have them cut that out where it fits the common size of bushings for this, like on the later style planters, and then I could always just tap them out and put new ones in, but I never got that done, so we're just going to roll with it and hope for the best. Okay, maybe this is a sign. Maybe we want to do one side at a time. Our rolling scrapers, or at least that one seems to be holding up good. This might be where I regret not using the impact. Actually, it looks to me like I'm going to have to get a chrome, well, no, it'll go in there. I thought maybe the impact socket was too thick and it wouldn't go through there, but... Okay, this right-handed thread. See, I'm scared to do this because I know what's going to be behind here. We're going to find out that the seed boots are no good, and then we're going to, you know, regret not doing that or whatever. So, okay, Loctite, which is going to be our downfall because I don't think I have any on hand. That tube actually looks pretty good. Zip tie's broken. I think it's just to hold the sensor to the tube. Be nice to fix that now, but it'd also be nice to pretend it's fine. So I think that's what we'll do. There's our little seed tube protector, which keeps us from wearing off the end of our boot prematurely there. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with these. If they're all as good as this one, I think we're fine because they did an excellent job last year. I'm going to go get some new openers and the bags of hardware, and then we will see what we have to do. But I wish I had brought a new bottle of Loctite, because I think that the other day we were kind of on our end of the line situation on what we had on hand. So let me go grab that stuff and we'll see. Okay, so per usual fashion, the first thing we did was dump an entire bag of the hardware onto the ground. So that's nice. Hubcaps, they're down in the box. Bushings, the whole 9 yards. I am thinking, which is unusual because usually I'm not thinking. Did I order all new hardware? I think I did. I'm wondering, well, no. first of all, let's do a side-by-side comparison here. So there's how much is, well, you can't see. Is that a good enough angle to get the gist of what we're doing here? How much is missing off of the old ones? So they probably would run again another couple times, but we got them now, so let's use them. Our next thing I'm not sure about, I guess we got to just put them on and see, you know, what kind of shim situation we need. The old one had 2 shims on this side, but I'm kind of wondering if that isn't like when they're wore out and you need to have some on the back side now. So we're going to put this up and see how it travels, and then we will kind of make our decision maybe based on this. There's kind of where I think it needs to be. Oh. I think we're still going to have to remove and Loctite these. I think that's adequate. I mean, unless there's something I'm not understanding here about. I bet when you put both of them on, that might make a difference. Maybe a guy needs to put the other one on and check. I think he does, and he needs to be careful that he doesn't saw his finger off, because that's not, probably get a lot of views on YouTube, but I really don't want to go there. So I also notice, did I not get a baggie of left-handed jobbies? I guess I did. I guess they're here. Are these left-handed jobbies? They look like it because they look goofy. Okay, let's go to the t'other side. This is going to be fun too, cramming ourselves in between row units. I remember how much fun that was last time, and I bet it's going to be just as much fun this time. Okay, I just love doing such a thing. Okay, see, now this one isn't gonna... Okay, dummy, you need to realize that these are opposite thread, or they're supposed to be now. I'm thinking Arby, no. Okay, what's with this? Okay. Now, what do we want to do here? Are we wanting to fail? Because that's probably what we'll do. I think that is as good as it can be. It can't, I don't know. I think that is just fine, isn't it? I'm debating with myself, and I'm not that smart, so it's really, you know, kind of a trick sometimes, trying to make sense with myself, because it just doesn't seem to work. Part of me wants to put a shim behind this to give them more clearance, but the other part of me doesn't. So we'll get the other one put on and see. Fat. Now, I got plenty of these shims, see? That's why I'm just thinking that a guy should probably start out with them. I don't know. Never having used a 5100 before last year, there's a lot of things that I may not know. Oh shoot, dummy. This is lefty tighty, righty loosey. Or however that goes. I'll tighten this up and see how it looks. And we're still gonna have to go back and take them out and get Loctite. Okay. That seems just nice. Our rolling scrapers aren't rolling, but they probably will as we get going. They did on the other one. Is that one stuck? Is that why? I think it'll go. Is it? There we go. Huh. I think I'm going to give a call to my buddy, Charlie the PA grain farmer, and see if he has any opinion on this subject, because he runs one of these planters regularly and has for several years. So I'm going to call him and see what he has to say.
Hey Ross, how's it going?
Good. Have you got all your crops planted?
Well, I got my oats planted.
Well, you're farther along than I am then.
I was spreading fertilizer for soybeans today.
Okay, well, that's everybody around here is hitting it pretty hard, and I'm still not quite ready yet. So.
Well, you're still working on that 1365.
Well,
that's why.
Yeah, and I might have bought another Fiat too. So that's.
Oh,
but what I'm doing is, and I'm actually working on this right now, but I'm working on my 5100 planter that I used for soybeans last year, and putting new seed openers on it. And since you use one regularly, do you have you changed those ever? Do you put shims between the disc blade and the frame of the planter, or do you just, like the ones I took off had 2 shims on the outside underneath the bolt, but I didn't know if you spaced them out away or you just put them up close. Do you have any opinion on such a topic?
You know, I don't remember, because it's been, I forget what year I bought that, and when I bought it, I changed like everything that you could change on it, all the disc openers, and that's been quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember, Ross.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. When I put these on, they'll last a while, and
yeah,
you know, this is the second year I've run this, so I'm still not 100% up on all its tricks yet, but
right.
Anyway, I figured that if anybody would know, maybe you would, so.
Well, I'm letting you down here. Like I say, it's been so long ago, I don't remember.
Well,
I have all those parts. Mine still seem to be pretty good, because I only plant, 40 acres of corn and the 20 acres of soybeans, so they're not going to wear that fast,
Yeah, I know. So anyway, that was what I was working on, and I'm kind of lazy and don't like to look in the book if I can just call someone on the phone. So,
Well, I appreciate the call.
Okay, well.
Sorry, I was completely worthless.
Oh well. We all have days like that, so.
Well, yeah, but I seem to have them too often.
Oh boy.
Especially if you talk to my wife. My buddy came up today after work, and we just went on a mini Oliver tractor ride here.
Oh,
with my cousin, so
that's cool.
We're having couple adult beverages.
I can't keep you from that then. I better let you go, so.
The barley pops, as you say.
Yeah, barley pops, yeah. I might have to have a few of those too, because this is getting kind of frustrating, so.
Yeah, well, it always helps.
All righty, well, thank you. I'll see you later.
Okay. Hey,
all right.
Thanks, Ross.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, good old Charlie. Well, not knowing any better, I think that that's adequate, and I think I'm going to roll with this as what I want to do. I can look real quick in the parts book here on my phone and see if they show any behind there, but I think that's adequate spacing. I think you want them to be, you know, close together like this is what you want. So, and I don't think that that's unnecessarily rubbing on anything. The sound you hear is the scrapers rubbing on the blades. So I think we're gonna roll with that, unless, you know, something tells me different here. And anyway, but like I said, I'm no expert on these. Once you put these on, they'll last a long time for me, because I'm not doing thousands of acres a year, you know. So but anyway, talking to myself while I'm looking it up in the parts book, I guess I could let you look along too. Hydraulic blower, hydraulic pump, metering unit, and seed hopper, and double disc openers. That's what we want. Metering unit frame. How lazy are we to just look it up? See, it shows 19. It just shows them right up against there. Let's see, 19. Flat washer. 2 items required. I don't understand why 2 items required, if it's just because the bolts that they had were set length and they have it down to precision what you need. That's kind of what I'm thinking is the point of it, is that you know, you only have so much room inside of this frame for the 2 bolts to meet, and so I'm wondering if that's what it is. But anyway, I think we're going to roll with that. We'll have to get some Loctite, so we probably won't be able to go any farther than this, at least for you. I can always, I guess what I'm saying is, you may see it in the same video, but for me, I'm probably going to have to call it quits for today on this project until I get more, you know what I'm saying, until I get some Loctite, because I think it would be a good idea to put a drop or 2 of Loctite on there, as the originals had the same thing. Yes, they do turn and tighten in the direction of travel, but it just would be a good idea to, you know, avoid any possibility of vibration taking stuff out. You know, look, this one has 3 on it, and so anyway, it makes a guy wonder. But we're gonna roll with it. That's the way the parts book shows it, and so everything feels fine when you do it. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and we will follow suit and do the rest of this planter that same way. But boy, it looks nice. We got it, you know, it's a good 3/4 of an inch or so more than what I had. So anyway, I'm gonna go with that. Okay, so after conferring with other friends, I think I'm right. As long as the blades meet upright and they turn, I think that my shim situation is adequate. So I will just go with it as is, because on at least this unit, there's no problem. So we'll have to do that, I guess, unit by unit and see what it turns out like. But at least for these, we're rolling with this. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it, or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.